And the 0-2. On the ground to third. Lee scoops it up on a knee. Throws to second for 1 out over the first, not in time. Tampa still has a 5-0 lead in just the bottom of the second over the Marauders. First pitch. Lee takes one down in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. But going back to West, during those numbers in May, he had a 6.10 ERA, 23 strikeouts over 20 2/3 innings pitched. So he threw the same amount of innings as he did in May and in April. 1-0. Misses just below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes on Lee. During his last time out, it was against the Palm Beach Cardinals. He went just 3 innings, but it was all scoreless, and he had a couple of strikeouts and only let up 2 hits. 2-0 pitch. Lee cranks it down the left field line, hooking towards the tarp, and it's out of play. 2 balls and a strike on the 18-year-old third baseman. The longest outing of the year for Justin West was on May 20th against a very good Threshers lineup where he went 6 innings and allowed 4 runs with 6 strikeouts. 2-1. Takes it low and away, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Even though Lee has struggled with the strikeouts, and a lot of people are when they move up levels, even though he has struggled with the strikeouts since joining the Marauders, he still has shown pretty good plate discipline. 3-1, just misses down for ball 4, and there you see it by Hansen Lee as he works a 2-out walk to put runners on second and first. Here's now Braylon Brazoban, but first we'll get a meeting on the mound for West, trying to get out of this mini jam in the bottom of the second. 1-1 pitch. He swings, crushes it on the ground into right field for a base hit. Here comes Ramirez around third. Lee stops at third base, and in his first single-A at-bat, he has an RBI single. Braylon Brazoban coming up clutch for the Marauders. Rubber kicks and deals. Palmer crushes it on the ground into left center field. Another run scores. Brazoban taking a chance heading into third. It is now the bottom of the 4th inning from Lecom Park. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Tuesday night for Game 1 of 6 this week. Hansen Lee to lead off. First pitch is a fastball that misses just outside, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Well, there is a new pitcher into the game for the Tarpons. They have a 5-2 lead over the Marauders here in the bottom of the 4th, and it's the hard-throwing right-hander Grayson Carter. The 1-0. Lee with a broken back ground ball right to Lovich at third. He gobbles it up and spits it out to first for out number 1. And like I said, it is a high-velocity fastball that can... Then here's now Hansen Lee. Still a 7-2 lead for the Tarpons over the Marauders. First pitch. Lee thought about going around, but it's a strike at the bottom of the zone with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. 9 hits tonight for Tampa and only 3 for the Marauders. And the 0-1. Another breaking ball, but he takes it down, and that evens the battle at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lee is 0 for 1. He was able to work a walk and score back in the second. Lifts a natural grain bat over his all-black helmet. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Lee swings and cranks it deep right field. It's way back there, and Lee, for the first time as a member of the Marauders, has a home run. Way over the right field wall, and he knew it as he started to admire it down the first base line, and that makes it 7-3. One, two. Line drive right at Lee. Look what I found at the hot corner. Lee has had a really nice couple of last innings. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still a 4-run. I still don't know how he fits his body into that, but that will be on Friday night. Here's now Lee. First pitch swinging, and he skies this one a mile high down the right field line, but it gets out of play. No balls and 1 strike. I cannot wait for you guys to see my outfit for Space Night. I say that sarcastically, if you did not pick that up. Oh, 1 pitch. Misses. No, it hit the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Just to give you a little bit of a teaser, I will look like I'm in the movie Interstellar. 0-2 pitch by C. Lee takes strike 3 on the outside corner, and Lee thought about challenging, and now he looks confused. Hera Alvarez walks down the third baseline to have a conversation with Jared Johnson. I think he's asking because Lee put his hand on the top of his helmet. Now the problem is he didn't tap it up and down. He just left it there, and I wonder if because he didn't really expressively say that he wanted to challenge it immediately, that they're not going to award him the opportunity. And I think that's what the call is, because Hera Alvarez is really frustrated about it. 2-2 on the way. A swing and a bouncer to Lee at third. He fields to his left. Throw across the diamond beats Martin Gruzelanek by a couple of steps, and there is the first out for Matoma. Well, I think a big thing for Matoma coming into this top of the 9th inning, this is maybe a perfect spot